Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jaden at Mazda here at Riverside Mazda in sunny Southern California. And today we are going to go over Mazda 2023 September sales reports. Guys, one of my favorite things to look at is how Mazda is doing as a brand. Obviously, as a brand enthusiast, this is really cool to look at. And obviously, just to see things like growth month and year on year. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. We can see here published October 3rd, that was yesterday. We can see everything. So the highlights here, Mazda reported 28,031 sales in the month of September. This is Mazda North America, by the way. So Canada, Mexico, and the United States, we saw is an increase of 17.9% compared to September 2022. So that's pretty cool. We can see year to date, we're at 272,000 units. So we're pacing pretty good to hit about 340, I'd say maybe 350 if we have something pretty good. More than likely something like 320, but 272 you can see right there, and an increase of 26%, which is a huge jump compared to last year. So let's go ahead and get into the complete breakdown. Also CPO, which is very important. Mazda did 5,558, increased of 34%. So see all around big increases here. Going into the sales highlights, we can see the 12th straight month of year-over-year gains, which is really impressive. Not a lot of manufacturers can say that they're getting 12 straight months of gains. We can see here best ever sales of the CX-90. We did 4,700 sales, which is pretty good. Obviously, I expect for the next couple months we're going to see increases of best ever sales for the 90 just because it's such a new platform. But last month was really, really good. Obviously, Mazda rolled out that lease incentive for the CX-90 PHEV, which helped a lot. So that's really cool. We can see also CX-50 best ever sales, 3,417, which is still really strong considering that Mazda, their plant in Huntsville, Alabama, their joint with Toyota, they're still not at full capacity when it comes to employees. So they're still trying to ramp up production. So I imagine, when they get to full scale, then we'll consistently start seeing the CX-50s about 8, 9, maybe even 10,000 units per month, which is pretty cool. And of course, we can also see CX-30 best ever September sales with 6,900 units, which is pretty cool. Comparing, you can see CX-90 sold more than the CX-50, which is so interesting. But obviously, this is their new flagship car. They're really pushing this, right? We can see an actual breakdown here of month to date and then year to date. So we see Mazda3 sedan and hatchback together up 41%. Which is really cool. Sold 2,600 units this month compared to September 2022, which is a huge jump. So we really like to see that. Mazda said the sedan was dying, and that's why they're making more SUVs, but it looks like it's alive and well. So you can see a more thorough breakdown here. The sedan sold 1,500 compared to last year's 1,100, a 32% increase. And then the hatchback, 1,067 units compared to last year's 681, which is a big 56% increase here. And then if we see year to date, September, Mazda 3 sedan up 16%, 23,000 units, which is really impressive versus 19,980 last year. And the biggest shocker here is the Mazda 3 sedan, right, up 51% compared to last year, 12,794 units sold year to date compared to 8,400 last year. A 51% increase. The hatchback, though, it is down. But what I really like about this number here is Mazda says the sedan is dying, but they're doing better than ever. So this could lead to potentially a Mazda 6. The rumors are swirling. So obviously, if the sedan sales stay strong, then a flagship full-size or mid-size sedan is soon to follow. Checking out the next one, the MX-5, that showed 603 units compared to last year's 752. So they're down about 19%. Month on month compared to last year. We can see the MX-5 soft top is selling at a higher clip, it's compared to the Roadster, it's selling a little bit of a less of a decrease compared to last year. We have 290 and 313 respectively, but on the year we're still up. We are at 4,017 units compared to last year's 1,752, which is a 129.3% increase of sales this year compared to last year, which is massive. And even the hardtop convertible is still doing pretty strong, 3,500 to 2,800 this time last year, which is a 26% increase. all in all, the MX-5 up 65%, which is really good. Considering that this model is going out, ND3 is coming soon, and then the rumors of the electrified NE, these are still selling really, really strong. CX-3, we can see 0 sales because they don't make them anymore, at least in the North American market for the USA. CX-30, we already saw that's September high, 6,900 units, up 42%, which is a massive gain compared to this time last year, and up 58.6% year to date compared to last year, which is a huge gain. We can see we're almost at 60,000 units here versus September 2022. They're at 37,000 units. So CX-30 really finding a foothold in the market, and for good reason. It's a great car. A little bit surprising, actually, is checking out the CX-5. We can see here they're at 9,700 units for the month, down 4% on the year, on the month compared to last year, and down 0.1% on the year. So we might see, the CX-5, they're pretty stagnant right now. Not a decrease or increase, but obviously compared to everything else, being increased is not something we like to see. Could this be because the CX-70 is on the way? Mazda's really stalling out with the upgrades. They're not saying it's a direct replacement, but that's the idea, right? And obviously CX-9, that's going to be down 99% because, once again, they don't make this car. I'm surprised there were even 12 CX-9s out there, considering the car got canceled around the March-April line. So that's pretty cool to see. And then, of course, down 25% year on year. Going down the CX-50, we already saw September high, 3,400 units versus last year, 28. Up 137% though, which is really good. Really, actually better than the Miata. But as a whole, up 137% here compared to last year. 31,000 units year to date compared to last year's 13,376, which is pretty nice to see. MX-30, rest in peace, it's dead. They don't make that anymore for good reason. I mean, that was really just kind of a Mazda compliance car. It was a little EV. The inside was really nice, actually. I liked it a lot, but obviously the range couldn't hold up. So if we're just checking Mazda cars in general, September sales were up 17%, 28,000 units compared to last year's 23,000. And then year to date, the big number, 272,000 compared to 215,000 units. And just one more selling day here compared to last year. But nonetheless, really impressive stuff by Mazda. They've got a very bright future, and I do want to see really thoroughly what they have planned for the brand, because they have a lot of exciting stuff coming. All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed this one, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next. Until the next time.